Cutting faux fur is one of the most important parts of making a fursuit. While sewing impacts how visible your seams are, if you cut the pile or hairs of your fur, you won't stand a chance when it comes to hiding them. So in this video, I will show you how to cut faux fur. I don't recommend cutting the majority of your fur with scissors because, as you will soon see, that involves lots of little snips which can contribute to wrist strain and injury. But scissors are the best way to clean up your seam allowances, and in a pinch, it's a perfectly acceptable way to cut fur. When cutting fur, we only want to cut the backing. If we cut the pile, we are left with this hard edge, which will be visible in our finished project. To avoid the pile, you want to slide the blade of your scissors under the fur. Once the blade is touching the backing, I snip and repeat. When using scissors, you want to use small snips because if you attempt a larger cut, you won't be able to push the fur away from the blades. This will take a long time, and that's why I recommend this next method. To cut fur quickly, I recommend using a blade. Any blade. X-Acto knife, box cutter, or my favorite, the utility knife. I love this knife because the larger grip is comfortable, it has a place I can store blades, and there's this little thread cutter I never use. You don't need anything fancy though, I just bought this knife for $2. To cut fur with a blade, place light pressure on the backing, and pull. Pulling a blade toward your body is dangerous, so try to angle the blade away from you, or use a sharp blade so that you don't have to use a lot of pressure. Not only is this method quicker, but we're not putting strain on our tendons by making repeated snips with our scissors. If you find that cutting is getting difficult, your blade has become dull, and it's time to replace it. If you use a utility knife like me, you can turn your blade around and use the other end. It can be difficult to cut very small curves with a blade, so I will often go back and make those cuts with scissors. You will lose a few fibers when using either one of these methods. However, it will not be noticeable in your finished fursuit. And that's it. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.